Hello and welcome, my friends. I know I've had this deck out on my YouTube channel and on my Twitch channel. I wanted to kind of explore this deck and give a bit of a review, if you will, onto a friend of mine. She created obviously this is called the Keepers of the Ancient Wisdom Tarot. I wanted to go through it. I didn't do an unboxing as I received it at a market as a gift. And I wanted to really give it its just dues because it is a fantastic, fantastic deck. Now, it is a very indie deck as it is only available on my friend's website. And this is a very unique deck. Of course, it comes with a box. And then she has this very, as you can see, extensive book. It does not have a lot of, the King of Swords means this. She goes in and talks about some, it's hard to see here, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but she goes into stories about different Aboriginal based style stories about the cards. Then she goes in and goes for some affirmations to help you work better with the card, and also some tools and supports. So it's not the classic, this is how you're going to use your deck. It's the more supportive, and I really appreciate that about and it's like I said, a fairly extensive little book. And she put a lot of work into this. As you could see by the picture that the book showed, this is a very unique art style. This is called a Batista art style that is created with linens, ink, and wax. So very cool, so very unique, and let's be honest, that's what we want. Now, she is a reader, so there needs to be a bit of a whip to be able to use the deck. And yeah, it's a very well-made deck. It is a bit on the thicker side, like wider. It's the kind of an oracle size deck. However, you kind of need it with the type of artwork. I'm gonna turn off a light here. Yeah, that's better. So as you can see, this is the background. She has the eagles and then all four pieces, and then a little bit of a Celtic knot there. Very cute, very cute. I enjoy this because you have to be very mindful of who's up and down, right and left, to know if it's upside down or right side up. People sometimes get triggered if the card is upside down, and I like the fact that you can't tell. All right, let's get into this. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. That's the bear, which is the pentacles. Let's start with so she has them in different colors. This tealy color is the major arcana, and she does sometimes put what card they are, but more about what she wants to convey. Here, the eagle, 0, the fool, restrictions. So amazing. Very unique artwork. And the crinkly kind of effect here, that is part of the Batista part as well. You kind of get this tie-dyeing effect in the process. So very cool that she picked it up. The Crow Magician. I love this one. The High Priest, or Fairy High Priestess. You can really see the crinkling effect in the fairy. Mother Earth, Empress. And I love this. There is a bit of a story behind this. So this is the Emperor, and it's a red dragon. Kim has a number of books as well, and I think it was in her last book, she talked about her dragon, and it's a red dragon, and here she shares that with us. And there is story and lore, like I said, in the book that comes with it. The 5th card, Hierophant, snake. I love this. And you can really see the fabric because it's kind of puckered a little bit. That happened during like the production of the card itself. Yeah. So cool. The Lovers. Then we have Chariot. Of course, we have the horse or horses. The 8th card, this is the Strength card, Elephant Abundance. And I love it. Hermit Crab. Hermit crab. We have the 10th card, the Wheel of Fortune. She's just called it the Fortune. And I love the different elements of the Major Arcana and Minor Arcana that she picked up and put in this this painting. The 11th card, Justice. Of course, we have Archangel Michael. I love the fact that the fox, the hangman is a fox. The 13th card, usually known as Death, New Growth and Endings, which really is what death is. It's that transition, that evolution card. And here we have it. Temperance, we have a deer. Of course, the Devil card, the 15th card, Wild Boar. The 16th card, this is the Tower, Old Tree. I Am the Star, which is the Star card, 17th card in the Major Arcana. Not too surprising, Grandmother Moon. When you're looking at Mother Earth, Father Sun, Grandmother Moon. 18th card is the Moon. And there we go, Father Sun, 19th card. Judgment, Skunk. And skunks don't mean smelly, stinky. They have other symbols as well. Of course, now we have the 21st card in the Major Arcana, and we are looking at the world, and it's Eagle in Flight. She's got the chakra system going there. She's got the eagles. Yeah. So fantastic. All right. Now, like I said earlier, each suit has its own animal. So owls, they're connected in to the sword. We're going to start with the swords, apparently. Apparently I decided swords were how we're going to roll it. So the Ace of Swords or Ace of Owl. The 2. Got the 2 owls. And then we also have the dragon, Big Red, coming in. The 3. And I enjoy the 3 of Swords here. This is usually heartache and pain, but she has that symbol. Oh my God, words are hard. Symbolized indoors. The 4, of course, that 4 of Swords, that rest and rejuvenation card. The 5 of Owl, 5 of Swords, that conflict, that challenge card. The 6 of Swords talks about moving forward, even if we've got that pain. This is the card that has usually the boat with the ferryman and the swords and the 2 people. 7 of Swords, trying to get away with something else. The 8, that of course is usually the penned-in lady that's been bound up. The 9, talking about anxiety and depression. Oh, the 10, of course, the 10 of Swords. Talking about getting, and she has it in the sun here. Usually in the 10 of Swords, there is a dawn coming in. There's a sun rising. So very, very different and lovely connection in there. The Page. I love the fact that the knight is still on a fast-paced horse. He's getting up and going. He's rearing up. The queen. And then the king. And she does talk about how, and we don't talk a lot about how the swords, they carry knowledge for sure, but they carry knowledge from both the earthly plane and the heavens. Pamela Coleman Smith drew this card originally, and his chair, his throne, goes all the way to the top. We don't know, we can't see the ending of where that throne is. So she's got that highlighted. We've got the heaven and the earth. That's supreme knowledge. Of course, now we're into the wands. The wolf. The ace. We have the 2. The 3. And of course, the 2 of wands talks about decision making. The 3 of wands, and it says here, body, mind, soul. This card says, she got a little book on it. Love seeds hope, faith, ways of nurturing. And then there's a whole bunch of different books. So that knowledge, those decisions that need to be made, the action that needs to be taken. 4 of wands, 4 of wolf, the transition card, that celebration card. The 5 of wolf, that 5 of wands, that conflict card. The 6 of wolf, celebration, completion, victory. The 7 of wolf, kind of fun how she has it in, well, it's the TH contraction of the Braille, or here we have the 7 deadly sins. And it is kind of in the same, in the colors of the chakra. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. 8 of wolf here. So the 8 of wands talks about that movement, that prosperity. The 9 of wolf talks about that backbone. Usually has the 8 wands that are behind a man that looks like he's had a really rough day. The 10 of wolf talks about that, well, that exhaustion, that overwhelming energy. Talks about the need for that balance. And here we have depictions of all 4 of the minor arcana. The page. The knight. The queen. The king. Now we have the whale, which also is indication of the cup. So we have the Holy Grail and water and seeds. So those life-giving elements. The 2. Of course, that it's the everyday personification of the lovers, the everyday lovers, if you will. The 3 of cups, or the 3 of whales. Of course, community. The 4 of whales, talking about that Holy Grail, those missing opportunities. And this is a figure watching the whale jump around. Of course, the 5, those 3 overturned cups. Very important. The 6 of whales, reminiscing. The 7, we've got Big Red here again. The 7 of whales, or the 7 of cups. Actually, sorry, I had said the wands were the 7 deadly sins. It's the cups, my bad. The 8. The 8 of cups talks about that inner reflection. The 9 talks about that abundance. The 10, of course, it's one of the family cards, celebration cards. One of my favorite pages, the Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Whales. The Knight, he's going towards the castle. The Queen. And the King. And finally, we have the Bears, obviously meaning Earth. So we have the Ace, the 2, the 3. Now the 3 is usually the Triforce Perfecta, working with the universal energies and our physical supports, and then also ourselves. The 4 of Pentacles, of course, is a balance protection card. The 5 of Pentacles talks about feeling disconnected. It's usually that card that has the people walking in the storm. The 6 talks about energy balance and balancing out and managing some of that energy work, keeping things in perspective. The 7, of course, well, that's one of those work cards. How are you going to go forward? What work do you need to do to make that happen? 8, of course, we have that attention to detail. Again, another work card. The 9 talks about that abundance. And she's written here, school business, awards, just talking about some of those physical pieces. I said that in the 9 of Cups, that was abundance. That's abundance that is in the spiritual, emotional. The 9 of Bear, the 9 of Pentacles, would be more of abundance on that physical level. The 10, again, that's a home and family card. The Page, so fantastic. The Knight, he is the knight that's usually steadfast. His horse isn't moving, and he's working on the home front. The Queen, of course, we have that Mother Earth energy. Mothering card. And then, of course, the King, Midas Touch himself. It's a prosperity card, growth card. I really enjoy this. Like I said, I started working with this deck when I was in a market. Kim had given it to me, gifted it to me for some work I'd done with her on this deck. And then I've used it on Twitch and then here on YouTube. I wanted to make sure that I did explore each card with you. This is a very unique deck, as I've never seen anything like it in my practice, and I'm really excited to incorporate this in. I have left Kim's links below. She is a fantastic, phenomenal energy. I love working with her. She is just such a wonderful human being. And yeah, I absolutely adore this deck. I hope that you enjoyed this exploration into a deck that you will see again on my channel and on my Twitch channel. If you did like this session, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little red bell. I've got so much more content coming forward, you don't want to miss any of it. Additionally, if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page. I've provided links below, so you can go check it out for yourself. Again, I want to thank you for exploring this wonderful deck with me, and I hope that it did inspire you to create and to explore. Until tomorrow, my friends.